Hello, hello, and good morning. I'm Steve from Mac84, and welcome to another live stream of stuff. How's everyone doing? I am in a new time slot, well, just for today, and in a new desk orientation location thing. So, yay. How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? Got a bunch of people in the chat already. We have 22 viewers according to the YouTube thingamabobber whatchamacallit. And let's see who's here to join us. We have Retro Techie, who's telling me to learn how to battery. One day. Oslot is here. William is here. Patrick is here. We have David is here. Addie is here. Garth is here. We have who else? Adam, Eric. Hello, Eric. Garth is here, and Raw Elements and DJ Craze is here. Okay, and Andrew is here. Uh-oh, the lamp's getting away. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Now I'm worried. Arrowwen is here. Hello. Or Arrowwem. Well, I can't pronounce anything anyway, so how about that? How's everyone doing? It's a bit of an early stream because I have things I have to film later today. So we're going to do this, and then I'm going to skedaddle. But Sutek is here. Low Broke is here. John is here. Jacob is here. More people are joining. Excellent. So a few things I want to go over. I got something cool from eBay. And this is an Apple training CD-ROM. And this is, it's hard to see from the camera, but hold on. Well, I guess I could just open it up. It's a CD-ROM. There you go. This is an Apple LAN latency CD-ROM. So this is supposed to tell you all about networking products. It has a copyright date of 1989, so it's one of the earliest CD-ROMs I probably own. It's a self-paced training session. I believe there are HyperCard stacks on here. So I bought this just to archive it, and I have a series of Apple training material and laser discs and weird stuff that sort of go with the same thing. So I was very curious to pick that up, and I will be archiving that and putting that on Macintosh Garden and archive.org and all that stuff. So anybody who supports me on Patreon or via Super Chats and stuff, that's where those funds go, to get little goodies like this and archive them. So, oh boy. Okay, well, you never know, DJ Craze. Maybe that Apple II will come back. You never know. Okay, so if the thumbnail's to be believed, we have a Newton MessagePad to look at, but I'm in this new desk orientation area thing, and it's permanent because I put up a pegboard here and everything, and you can't see that. So let me bring up a photo I took just before the stream, and that's my new desk area. How about that? So we have tools and stuff like that. We have 3 monitors. We have the microscope and everything. And yeah, that's going to be my new streaming setup, and it gives me a lot more room. Things are more organized. It took a week or so to get everything settled, so that's why I wasn't streaming or anything. It's still messy, but what are you going to do? That's just me. And so, yeah, we have a lot of space here. Never enough space, but that's why I have the microscope here. There is a monitor over there. And then there's, if I take the camera off the tripod, that's your comments are on that monitor, and then the stream's on this monitor. So I could see things, which is excellent. Yes, I could put the floppy EMU on the pegboard. I had to find it first. It got lost in the move. Oh no. It's in one of these drawers. That's where it is. Oh boy. Is Garth one of the Beagle Bros? In spirit, yes. Okay, so let's get started. I also have a few other tricks up my sleeve. Have a new camera. Now it's not new, it's old, but it's new for the stream. And it's an above camera. I'm stealing Bruce's ideas. And here, you can see we can reveal things like the Newton. Look how fancy we are. So we have a camera that's stuck on a tripod that hopefully won't fall down during the stream, because that would be embarrassing. And I can show you things from the above view, and the lights and everything have to be adjusted with the white balance of the camera, but it's better than nothing. So there you go. I don't know where Mike is. He's probably asleep. So we're going to be looking at this Newton MessagePad. This is the original Newton MessagePad, the OMP model. Oh, look, you can see the reflection of the camera screen. Sweet infinity shot. Yes, we have to eat up Martha. That's very important. So this Newton is, well, quite an interesting one. I got it off eBay. It has this little, I guess it's a leather case or whatever, but you can see there's this little dimple here, and then there's this little metal bar. And this Newton has this, well, let me transition here because, yeah, it has this little curve. And so what this does is it plugs into this holder, if I could do it correctly here. So it plugs into the holder and then snaps back in here. So it's like a little book, and it's branded with a Newton logo and everything. I mean, isn't that freaking cool? It does feel like there's padding or something. Oh my goodness, I didn't even know that. Ah! A 2 megabyte memory card here. Flash storage card. I did not even know that was in the case. I got this off eBay. There was like one blurry photo. That's excellent. So this is the only Newton MessagePad original model I have. There are a few scratches on the screen, but the problem is it doesn't really work. So let's see exactly what it does. And I'm sorry, Fogwraith. I know. If you're all good, we'll waste hours on that. How about that? So here's the Newton. We're going to plug it in here and see what happens when we plug it in. Yeah, so the screen goes dark, and the flicker isn't as noticeable in person, but the screen goes dark, and I think it goes to like 1 or 2 lines. Like it sort of freaks out, doesn't know what to do. Yeah, I do have the dummy Newton, the wooden dummy, not the protector card. Well, let's see. Let me unplug that. I think the protector card is... Oh, there it is. I think. Well, there's something here. Yep, there it is. How about that? Cool. All right, so we're going to put that in. It's interesting, the card slot here is just protected to stay in by this little metal thing that you manually slide. Very interesting. I have a few of the later Newton models, but this is my first one of this. So we're going to try and fix it. Apparently the capacitors, big surprise, are the cause of this thing not being happy. So we did order some capacitors. There we go. And I do have another Newton from a friend that I have to recap. So I thought, I have one. Let me try my own here and test my luck on it. See how we could manage, and then we'll go from there and see if we have any luck with their Newton. So I'm gonna zoom in on this camera just a little bit here. Let me just stand up. Yeah, that gives us a slightly better shot. There, so you can see me open this up and all that stuff. Hey, Ryan, how's it going? And anybody else who joined the stream that I did not catch, hello, hello, hello. Thank you very much for joining. So we're going to open up this Newton, my first time doing this, so we're going to be very careful here. Don't want to scratch the screen more than it already is. It looks like we have 2 screws here. There might be some in the battery compartment. See instructions on battery compartment lid. Okay. To replace the main batteries, turn off power. Slide battery switch to replace main. Okay, so it's already on there. Alright, so I guess that's some mechanism to save the memory in there. But, yeah, so does this just come out? You want to just come out? What you want to do here? Sort of, I see some battery corrosion, just some light corrosion. Just a sprinkling of corrosion, you know. Just, how the heck does this come out? Hey! There we go. All right. Spring loaded, of course. Oh, Garth, thank you very much. Yes, I just hobbled over the 9,000 subscriber mark. Yay! So we have a banner to print out, a very noisy dot matrix banner to print out. So that's what we got to do. Fix those caps, mate. And boys, don't forget to smash that like button. You got this. Thank you so much, Remy. I appreciate it. And yes, I will be trying to fix this and get this up and running. I would love to. And I'm gonna make a little guide in the process if there is not one existing. But it looks like we have 1 screw here, 1 there. We have 3 in the battery compartment. We're gonna remove them all and see. Yeah, this looks like it's a AAA battery adapter. So there are AAA holes here, then there are AA's here, or maybe that's for the rechargeable battery pack. I'm not sure. But yeah, we'll play around with this. I have the power adapter, so we don't have to worry about batteries right now. It's Newton time. That's right, Sean. How's it going? So this Newton, for those of you just joining, we could repeat our little life test here. When you plug it in, it's not so happy. Let's get this going again. It has these little flaps, which make it a little bit difficult to get the power in. So when it turns on, the screen goes blah, and it just sort of freaks out there. Not happy at all. So apparently the capacitors for the screen or the unit like to go on this thing, and replacing those should resolve the issue. So we're gonna try. We have to, of course, use the right screwdriver bit. So let's do that if I could find it. Oh, this will be fun. You stand up and get another screwdriver. Okay, let's see if this one wants to work. Yeah, there we go. Try blowing on the contacts. Excellent. That's an excellent idea. All right, so let's get a little plastic thing to keep all our screws in here. So this is a very long screw right there. So that came out of the side, and I'm going to assume this one is the same. All right, and then yeah, it looks like this metal is attached to the back, so we will have to remove these 3 screws that are by the battery compartment here. Those aren't as long. Try blowing on the caps with a blowtorch? I could try that. All right. Okay, so from the brief videos I've seen, those are really all the screws you have to mess with here. Then it just sort of comes apart. Now, I'm going to remove the stylus, which is weighted. That's a nice weighted stylus. I'm going to remove this dummy PC card here. And just so you see, there are these little rubber things that hold the cover on a power and serial port. Oh, yep, there it goes. It just sort of gently comes apart here. Just be very extra super duper careful, because I don't know if there's any other. Oh wait, there are two screws here at the bottom. So let's take those out too. There's some light evidence of corrosion, little blue dots here and there, but hopefully nothing too bad. All right. There probably is. I just have not really looked for that, I suppose. All right. So let's try and take this apart nicely. All right. So this side seems to be giving away quite easily. Just making sure there are no hidden screws on this side, because it's Apple after all. And hidden screws are sort of what they do. I apologize if the video is a little dark here. It's just how this camcorder is set up. I did not adjust the white balance or everything. It's my first time using it, so apologies if it's a little dark. We will be switching up the views as we go along here. So, okay. Do I have to like depress this button or anything? What is going on? What is going on? No more screws hiding in there, huh? One of you happen to know a site where I could download the Intel version of OS X Tiger? Try Macintosh Garden. Macintosh Garden may have a copy of that. Oh, there we go. We just need some finagling here. I would try Macintosh Garden. The Internet Archive, it probably has it, but you have to do a lot of different searches. If you just search for, like, Tiger, you probably can't find it. You have to probably find the specific version or the build number, because people who archive that stuff sometimes just use whatever name they come across, and it might not be the name you think it is, if that helps. But Macintosh Garden may have a copy of it. If not, I'm sure someone on the Tinker Different forum can help. And look, a hidden screw right here. You cannot see it because the lighting is terrible. But, oh, that's going to be a pain in the butt to put back in, isn't it? Does that even need to come out for this? Or is that just going to tease me? Probably just going to tease me, hopefully. Maybe? Well, let's see. That would be surprising. I watched a video of somebody taking this apart, and they were like, oh yeah, it just came apart. And I'm like, that's not how mine's going. Oh, boy. If you tried the image, if it's still on the Intel page, I need to remove it. Oops! Alright, so it's sort of opening like a book here, but obviously there's plastic and I don't want to just snap it. So I'm just carefully inspecting how this is put together, especially because I have to work on one for a client and I do not want to... Okay, there's just sort of a plastic snap there that I had to just massage out. And that might just be the case for this because there's these buttons here. Oh, they didn't want you to take this apart, huh? Jeez. Come on, Apple. It's a Newton. All right, let's undo this screw and see if that helps us in any way. You have to sort of push this button down. And the screw is partially obscured, so I can't even fit the driver into there. So I assume that I don't need to remove that one because I can't. Oh boy. Well, this is going to be Steve Fusses with how to take apart a Newton for the better half of a half hour. So I hope that you're ready for that. Yeah, this is not a screw, but yeah. 10.4.6 is, or 10.4.4, one of those is like the earliest that works on those Intel models. Because I had an iMac, and I think 10.4.4 or 10.4.6 was like the earliest one. Well, this really doesn't want to come out here. What the heck? It's almost like there's something holding it in here. Oh, there we go. This is just being stubborn, that's all. Excuse me. Yeah, you would think that there would be like a screw right here, but there doesn't seem to be. So yeah, this always makes things interesting. So we have it sort of opening like a book here. The lighting is better here. But, I mean, other than getting the little plastic spudger, you're very welcome. I don't know if there's any better way to do this. And the one that I'm fixing for a client is in very good condition. So I do not want to mess that up at all. Because, my goodness, that would be embarrassing. But, on the other hand, it's like, how the heck do you take this apart? Yeah, this is just pretty silly. I mean, come on. I can see the logic board. It looks like this is just a piece of plastic. Unless it's like the way these buttons have to be held down as I'm moving it around. Maybe look under the coin cell. That's not a bad idea. So I think we have to slide this switch. How do we do that? Okay. Well, there's a little mechanism that tells it when the battery's there, but there's no screw under the coin cell. So that's, I mean, maybe the coin cell had to be removed anyway. Who knows? Maybe this mechanism did something. So that's a good question. Let's see if that helped at all. I don't think so. Ah, boy. This is not exactly what I thought I'd be doing this morning, but... And there's like this rubberized coating on this Newton, so it's like you don't want to really dig into it with tools or anything. Once I figure this out, I'll be like, oh, it's so simple. But, you know, until then. Yeah, see, there's this screw here. Let me switch the camera so you can see. There's this screw right behind this button. Right there. And it's partially visible, but it does not look like it's attached to the case. Oh, thank you very much for the super chat, Sutek. Oh, somebody gave me a super chat before and I didn't eep. Eep! Thank you very much. I think it was Garth. Thank you, Garth. Poo towards a new Newton case when you break it. Oh, money towards new Newton case when you break it. Thank you very much, Sutek. Eep! Oh, my goodness. Oh, goodness. Yeah, this is going to be fun, huh? Well, hopefully everyone's having a good day. Is there like a hidden screw here or something? I wouldn't be surprised if there's a hidden screw. That looks like a piece of rubber, though. Yeah, that's not. It's not where a screw goes. Oh, this is maddening. I tell you. I tell you what, this is maddening. Maddening. Yeah, because this will come apart quite easily, and this whole piece will. And I can actually see some of the caps, which is great, but I can't access them. Just trying to see if there's any Maybe I'm just have to like wiggle it. I don't know. I don't know. Oh boy. Excuse me. Yeah, there's nothing that I see as far as screws holding in the device. I mean, this bottom part wants to come up. Yeah, this is so weird. I mean, does the front have any give to it? I don't know. I mean, this is one of those things where I always thought, you know, for this particular stream going in, I'm like, you know what? I might not have enough time, you know, for this, like, for content. I might just be like, oh, this is an easy fix. And then boom, we're done. Sorry, guys. See you later. And no, it's not one of those things, apparently. This is not how that goes. Oh, goodness. I'm just going to point this camera down because the other one's so dark. It's a little hard to see. But, yeah, Mac84 struggles with how to take apart a Newton. I just want to be careful because I know I have to take apart another one. And I don't want to... Oh, there it goes. All right. So it's just a part of just flexing it until it decides to come up across. All right. That's how it is. Now, it's still stuck in this area. Let's see if I have to move the buttons down. Yeah, it looks like you kind of do. What a finicky little design. All right, so this top corner is sort of there. If you're pasting in links, I can't see the links. YouTube strips them out. So, sorry. I mean, how is this attached? Is it just like sticky from age or what? Is that a screw? Is there a screw hiding there? It's very hard to see. Yeah, it looks like there's a little screw somewhere, but I can't make it out. If it's just a peg? No, there's a little screw. And is that attached to this? I mean, it looks like it is. Yeah. Okay. I think. Does that do anything? No, YouTube strips all links. I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about it. YouTube is just like, oh, people should be able to post links. Let's just remove them. It's not helpful to share information at all. Alright, so there is a screw under there, which is... I didn't think this was a piece of plastic that comes out. I guess I'm wrong, and I need to use a spudger to easily, carefully remove that, which is kind of damaging it, which is sad. So that's not good, but yeah, you have to puncture this to access the screw. That's kind of dumb. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. But in Apple's infinite wisdom, that's how they designed the darn thing. Well, this is mine anyway, so I don't really care too much of what happens, but kind of crummy. It's like a screw filled in with epoxy. It's like not like a cover. Oh, this is dumb. This is just dumb. They probably did make a service guide. I'm just too dumb not to look it up, but it's like this plastic piece is just hinging on this little screw in there. Because I guess it's a metal piece attached to this piece of plastic, and the whole thing is just almost out, and it just does not want to go. I can see the caps that I got to replace, which is groovy. So, I mean, technically, maybe I don't have to do that on the other one. I just have to be very careful with my soldering, but that's not going to be fun. Oh, it's always something with these things, huh? Always something with them. Unless I could just turn it. Now, see, the plastic doesn't give me enough leeway here. Because there's like this little thing right there. That's where the screw is. You could actually see the head of the screw. So let me use a smaller bit here, maybe. Oh, that's quite a dumb design, I would say. I'll have to warn my client about that and see if they want to move forward. I mean, that's unfortunately not my fault. That's how they designed these things. Yep, there it comes. Here's that little screw. Right there. So there's a little plastic top on it, and then the screw comes out. And I bet, yep, see, now it comes apart. Now it comes apart. Because of this piece of metal. And this piece of metal is for this, I guess, this button mechanism or whatever. Oh, that's dumb. That's dumb. Alright, well, I'll have to let my friend know. But, hey, look at that. So we got it open. Excellent. iFixit has a teardown. I thought I looked at that, but maybe I didn't. Oh, well, we got it open anyway. Alright, so apparently there are 3 capacitors that we have to have our attention paid towards for this thing. So we're gonna go and look at that. So I always forget I have a keyboard tray now. Look how fancy we are. Yeah, there's a few different newtons. So let me bring up the little thingamajig. Oh boy. I'm trying to like understand this as we go. Oh goodness. Alright, well, we have the capacitors I ordered, so I could bring those out here. Okay, and so the capacitors are as follows. What do we get here? I forget. Well, that's not really that helpful, but I have all the little baggies here. So we have a 470 microfarad 10 volt. We have a 3.3 microfarad 35 volt. And then we have 2 different varieties of 100 microfarad 4 volt. Or, I'm sorry, just one variety of that, and another one. Just because of the sizes and stuff. So, I'm going to make a little guide as we go along here, because that's how I like to remember things. Otherwise, I get confused, and if I'm confused, then probably other people are confused too. So I'm going to stand up and look for the notepad that I had just like 10 minutes ago. But it's probably on the other side of the universe by now, knowing how things travel in the basement. It's very mysterious. This is just how things work. There's no control I have over it at all. Please enjoy this Mac Handbook magazine as I look around. Here they are. Just grab another one, why not? Alright, so we have a notepad. Let me grab a pencil. Okay, so let's figure this out, shall we? Because I don't think I found a recapping guide online. If I did, well, it was too hard to find. So this is a Newton original MessagePad. They call it the OMP. And so there's the 100 microfarad 4 volt. So that's easy to spot there. And I'll explain what the funny thing is about some of these caps. It's quite interesting. I believe this is the other one that we have to replace. That is a 470 microfarad 10 volt, I believe. 47010, yep, okay. And then we're just looking for the 3.3 capacitor one. And that might be this one, hiding right over here. So All right, so let me just draw a crude little diagram about this little Newton. Actually, I should take a photo of it with my phone so I can make a fancy guide like Bruce does. Well, thank you very much, Hunter Skiff. Appreciate it. So I'm going to try and get a good photo of this. I just want to let everybody know, now that I have my new desk set up and everything, I'm going to try and get back to my backlog of repairs and such. So if you're waiting to hear back from me on something, my apologies, but we are making progress, which is excellent. I hate the new way that you have to use the flash on this phone. I can never get it to like force the flash when I want it, but whatever. That's a rant for another day. Or today, who knows? Okay, so that's where the battery goes. That's this, that's that. All right, so there's a little wire here. That goes there. So that is where one of those caps is. And let's see, then we have the board gets cut out here. And that's where another little cap goes. And so what we're looking for now is a 3.3 volt capacitor. Better than Saturday morning cartoons. Heck yeah. I hope so. So it looks like we have two little caps here. Now I'm going to go cheat here because my good friend Colin of This Does Not Compute, at least I consider him a friend. He might just consider me a guy who's annoying that I bother him too much. But excellent channel, This Does Not Compute. Colin is a wonderful person, and he did a video on his Newton MessagePad that he was recapping, and he was very kind of repairing his Newton and sharing with me the values of the caps that he found. So, hey Kai, how's it going? So I'm going to just skim through his video to just see which capacitor he had to replace. So that's one of them. And that's the 4 volt one. Okay, so his 3.3 volt one, 35 volt, is next to a bunch of pins. It looks like it might be this one, but I just want to be sure here before I rip anything off the board, because, you know, stuff. Because there are a few caps on here, and not all of them are... This one has some paint on it, so who knows if that's actually the one or not. But it says C51 next to it. C51. Let's see if we can sink our battleship here. That doesn't look like... That's C74. C52. Huh. Where the heck is it? Yeah, he has an excellent little store that he has access to, which is great. Yeah, so there's this 3.35 volt one, and it's next to a connector of some kind. Just based on the pins, is that by the PC card slot maybe? So that's the card slot maybe. So we're just reverse engineering trying to figure this out. All of my streams are impromptu streams. I love when people are like, when are you scheduling your next stream? I'm like, that's an excellent question. I have absolutely no idea. So I see a 3.3 volt 16, but I don't think that's it. All right, so this one has a little bit of crud on it. Fitting a magneto-optical drive into your G4. You know what, Kai? You always do the coolest stuff. That just sounds like fun. That just sounds like fun. So there's some paint on here, and so I'm gonna just try and use some isopropyl alcohol to get that away, so I could read the value that's under here. Nope, that's 16 also. Oh, maybe it is 16, and I think the only value I could get was 25, maybe? Let me just double check what I bought here. 35. No. Oh, it says 35 in his video. Just trying to see where capacitor 51 is. All right, well, we could just do a little scan with our eyes here and just try and find it. Excuse me. I believe all the caps that we have to replace are on this side of the board. I don't think we have to swap it over. But if that's the case, I'm not seeing it, which is mildly concerning. I mean, there could be different revisions of the board and such, but I guess let me skim through this video just a little bit. Hey, Christopher, how's it going? Long time no see. Oh yeah, this might be in a different spot. Yeah, I think this is under this. All right, so we do have to take this apart a little bit further. That's okay. Let's just skim through this again, just to make sure that I have the right idea here. Yeah, okay, so this board has to come out. All right, that's close enough. Close enough for us to do this. All right, so thankfully, at least Apple labeled these. So there are these little arrows next to these screws that are just like, oh, by the way, yeah, that's an important one to remove. Couldn't you have started an hour before I had to leave for work? I've been here for a while. I don't know where you've been. Maybe adjust your sleep schedule to meet my sporadic, nonsensical streaming schedule, huh? Ever thought about that? No, of course not. Of course not. I'm kidding, of course. Oh, boy. Oh, all these screws are different. Oh, that's excellent. So let me draw a little thing about where they go, because that's not going to be fun. All right, so we have one screw here, one screw here, and that's where these RAM chips are, or whatever they are. There's one screw there. There's one screw next to this chip here. There's one screw down here, and there's another one there. My goodness. And then there's one there. Oh my goodness. What the heck, man? This is like a little surgery. More complicated than I imagined. Well, because you see videos of people doing things and you go, oh, that's not too bad. I could just do that in like a half hour. And then you then you get to it and you're like, oh boy. All right, well, this is my own one, so I don't think I'm going to screw it up, but it's my own Newton, so I'm a little bit less fearless than I would normally be, I suppose. All right, and then this screw comes out. It goes there. Oh, look at Kai making guides of things and such. That's excellent. Because, it's all fun and well to do things by yourself and, be like, look what I did. But it's really cool to document that and be like, look what I did. You could do it too. Maybe you could improve upon it, or maybe you could do whatever. All right, so I think, well, that was a long screw. I think I'm going to take a picture of where these screws go. Oh, boy. I think that's all the screws. Nope, I'm wrong. There's one over here. Looks like there was already a screw missing. But, okay. Whatever. This screw does not want to stand up. Come on. Come on, you're going to make the picture all funny, because I'll have one screw falling down. Mike is asleep, I'm sure, or at work. One of those things. That's his default state. At sleep or at work. Okay. So, there's this little plastic thing that's holding that in. That looks fun. This is going to be great. So, it looks like we have to lift this up and pull it this way. This thing might be sticking that on. Let's remove this, whatever doohickey it is. I know this is very exciting. There we go. All right, so now it's sort of coming up here. If not, you might see. But Newton is a weird beast. Had an E-mate, never used it. I want to ask you a quick question. You have a minute. Do you have a chance to have any spare external serial dial-up modems? Like not Mac serial, but standard? I don't think so. I don't think I have any PC dial-up modems because like those would be the type of the thing I'd look at it and be like, why do I need that? I think the closest I have is a USB one. But from when I was doing that DreamPi project, Apparently they're pretty darn cheap online. I mean, maybe that's just, they've changed, but last I looked, they were like under $20 for like sealed in the box ones, but maybe that has changed. I'm not sure. All right, so it looks like this is almost ready to come out. I don't see any other screws, but it's not exactly, you know, giving itself up here. Huh. Come on, man. Oh yeah, I'll be at that swap meet too. That'll be fun. Okay, so, well, there goes that little metal bracket. Yeah, there's this little plastic piece that's like holding the board in. Hard to get a hold of. Yeah, that's one of those things you would expect it wouldn't be hard to get a hold of, but I guess things change. Strange things happen, I suppose. All right, so this does not want to come out. Oh, come on, man. What the heck? Well, there goes the IR window. We're going to put that over there for safekeeping. Yeah, so there's a lot of goodies under here. And a lot of those Macintosh modems, I think it's just a separate cable. You know, you just have that separate cable, and you know the modem actually is PC compatible, from what I understand. I mean, what do I know? But this is fun. Trying to remove the thing. Oh wait. Wasn't there another screw that was hidden here? Yeah, there was. Maybe we have to take that out now. It's like we could barely turn the screw. Was that a required screw to remove? Or is that just, you know, a bonus screw? It appears that was a bonus screw, folks. So, oh, what a dumb thing. What a quirky little thing here. Maybe we have to switch this thing around for the button of replacing the battery. I don't know if this mechanism is like shoved into the case. Well, we're learning. So that's good, I suppose. Well, come on, just go in there. What are you doing now? What's the problem here? To hold that down? Oh, yeah, to hold that down before. Does that help? No? Oh, God. This is my first original Newton pad disassembly. I've disassembled others, but I've recently got this, and it's my first time doing this one. I know there are a bunch of plastic clips and stuff, and I could see them, but it almost feels like there's a screw. So I'm just trying to be careful. I don't want to break anything. I think I just have to push this clip back, so we'll try that. But there's like multiple clips from different angles holding this in, where it doesn't really make sense as far as like, oh, I have to clear this plastic thing to remove it, because there's a plastic clip that goes here and a plastic clip that goes here. And so you have to sort of like finagle it out of there. But this battery compartment thingamabobber. Hey, Mike. Look who is joined the chat. RetroTechie was so worried about you. So worried. He was like, where's Mike? I can't believe Mike isn't here. What's happened to Mike? And so on and so forth. Okay. Come on, man. Let's get this thing. There we go. Alright, so that just kind of just undoes itself there. Okay, now there are no doubt ribbon cables here. You almost died. That's not good. Please don't do that, Mike. I don't have enough room for all your crap at my house. Plus, I like you and all. You know, you're a pretty good guy. And now this is caught on this corner. Does it ever end? The answer is no. The answer is, of course, no. He's got a eep been Newton over here. All right, so it looks like I could potentially just unhook the screen. Nope. Oh, the battery contacts are soldered to the board. These little springy guys, these are soldered to the board. I'm sorry, the lighting is terrible here. I have to get another light. So we have to wiggle those out before we can do anything here. This is just a barrel of laughs, ain't it? It'll be easy to fix this Newton. Oh boy. Oh, come on. Alright, so that's one spring cleared. And the other. Okay, so those springs were holding this battery compartment in. Now they're almost cleared. Okay, so now it's very careful because there's a ribbon cable that's attaching this board to the screen, and we don't want to mess it up. And these battery things are still just hanging on for dear life. That's so nice. Whoop! My spudger did a flip right into the trash can. That was impressive. That was really impressive. It didn't want to live anymore. It's like this guy is abusing his tools. I don't like what I'm seeing. I'm out of here. Alright, cool. So that's cleared that. Okay. So now I can flip this over. And there is this very tight ribbon cable here. And I see the capacitor we have to replace. Awesome. Alright, so let's carefully undo this ribbon cable. Yeah, this is worse than a PowerBook. I mean, I understand it's tight spaces, but there's like this metal shielding. There's hidden screws. So if I do that, oh, this cable's going to be fun to get back on, I can tell you that. There we go. Oh, goodness. And it's still soldered to the speaker, so. All right, well, at least we have all the capacitors here that we have to replace. So let me make a little diagram of the underside of this board. Just so I know where that cap goes. And we have our PC card slot, whatever. It's right under the PC card slot. So we have this little thingamajigger there. And there's this little 35 volt, 3.3 microfarad capacitor. So we're gonna take a picture of that here. So any other poor souls who have to take this thing apart will hopefully have a little more guidance than I originally had, huh? All right. So you're off work. Oh, okay, excellent. I thought you might be working. All right, so that's what the Newton looks like now. And we're going to have to remove that capacitor. Why did I say that weirdly? Capacitor. And the other one. So I guess we'll start with that one. I do want to take extra special care of these screws. Where's my tape? There it is. I'll just use some Captain tape temporarily. Just to, just to put these screws in a order that, well, tape them down to my little diagram. Because it's sort of like an iPhone. There are all these screws of different lengths, and it's probably pretty damn important to get them in the right spot. Otherwise, bad things will happen. So, put tape down. Just tape those screws where they go. Capacitor. We only sell the finest capacitors and capacitor accessories here. All right. At least we're making some progress, huh? My client's going to look at this and go, never mind, I don't know if I want a working Newton now. You could just be a paperweight. Oh, this tape is sticking to itself. Some Mac84 singing in the morning. Oh God, he started singing. It's too early for this crap. You got that right. You got that right. Okay, so we'll just put that there. Steven, don't you have any other tape on your desk? No. The answer is no. Isn't it dangerous to cut it with a scalpel? Yes. Why am I doing it? I don't have the scissors here. Okay, so where did that screw? There it is. That screw goes there. And then that goes there. And we'll just put these little guys together. Time for work. See you later. Thank you very much, S. Shrek. Appreciate the super chat. Eep! Thank you very much for joining, and hope you have a good day at work where you could maybe just, you know, not get yelled at by the boss. It's always nice. Okay, so Arts and Crafts Hour. Today we're going to make a Newton thingamajig. Okay, so we have our little guide here where the caps go and all that stuff. So now it's time. Well, I should actually note what values the capacitors are. That would be a good job, Steven, if you do that. All right, so that's 35 volt, 3.3 microfarad. And on the other side here, then we'll get under the microscope and you could avoid the awful glare. The other capacitor, did that fall off? Oh my goodness, the capacitor just fell off. All I did was turn it around and the cap fell off. Well, that tells you how corroded it was. Oh God, that's terrible. All right, that's the 100 microfarad 4 volt capacitor. My goodness, I was like, what is this plastic piece that fell off here? Oh God, and then this capacitor is, what is this? What's the value of this, buddy? 47010. Okay, so that's a 47010 volt. I can't believe it. This little thing just fell off. We're going to take a look at this under the microscope. Well, that explains why it wasn't working properly. All right, let's switch over to the microscope here because this is pretty gnarly looking underneath. Ugh. So here's the capacitor, right? Let me get a little close up here. Okay, so it looks like a normal cap, right? Until dun dun dun. Dun, dun, dun! Dun, dun, dun! Yeah, that's pretty nasty, isn't it? Because this is not your normal capacitor. It's not a tantalum or anything like that. It's a axial one in a little screw. Not axial, a radial one, whatever it is. It's in a little case. In a little tiny case. So, yeah, see if we could fish that out of there. So that you can see the legs. It's probably just jammed in there with fish juice. Okay, so that case does look like it does come apart. Oh boy. Let's see if we could do this. Don't slice your finger open, Steven. That's probably a bad idea. Okay, thank you, brain. I'll corrode it anyway. Well, this isn't a tantalum. I actually like tantalum capacitors. So don't give them a bad name. They're just trying. Alright, so yeah, you can see this guy was just hiding in there. Look at that. Look at that. Imposter. Imposter. Yeah, that's fun. That's a fun one there. Alright, well that's going to go in the trash, but goodness, that just fell off the board. So let's inspect that. Hopefully it didn't cause any damage or anything. So we could tell right where that came off, can't we? Look at all that. So these are the pads. You can see that's all cap juice. Try to get a closer view for you guys. That is all capacitor juice there. I'm actually going to start recording this little bit here, just because I might have to use this footage for my client here. Look at that. My goodness. What a mess. What an absolute mess. So we're going to clean that up, because we have to clean that up first before we do anything. Ugh, my goodness. Let me adjust the camera so it syncs with the focus that I have with my eyeballs. When you get that all back together, see if the hidden Easter egg exists. Yes, there's an Easter egg, but I think it's with the later version of the software. I think it's with the 130. This is the original. And the software was in ROM, I believe. So yeah, it looks like there was a little glue pad or something to hold down that cap, and here's where the contacts are, which look absolutely delicious. Yeah, I don't know if this served any purpose, or if this is a different component. I have no idea, but it's all crusty. Hopefully it's not anything important. And there's this goo here. Hello, goo. How you doing, Mr. Goo? I'm doing fine, thank you. Maybe we'll just heat it up with the soldering iron and just see if it melts or not. I don't know. This one's mine, so I can mess around with it without worrying too much. Oh, goodness. All right, well, let's try and clean that up again. Let's turn on our soldering iron. And I guess I should get the components I need from the shelf here. I have my solder, and I have my solder wick. Oh, I've lost it. Welcome to the club. Ugh. Okay, so let's get some of this stuff out of the way. Let's just see. Yeah, it looks like there's just adhesive or something. Ooh, that smells awful. Oh, God, the fish. Oh, God. That is awful. Oh, that is terrible. Oh. Oh, that is some of the worst I've smelled. Ooh, that just lingers with you. Special Newton fish. Ugh. I think the pads have been pretty worn away. Yeah, you have to hit this with a boatload of flux, I think. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, it's you don't want to smell this. Let's just say that, huh? Oof. I mean, the fume extractor ain't gonna help the fish. I mean, that's just baked in there. Oh, the flux isn't helping. Ooh. It's interesting, because I would think that those right here... Oh, yeah, it's just so gunky. These solder pads are just so crusty. Just, my goodness. I hope my client's isn't as bad as this one, because, ugh. Not fun. I'm just making my iron have a big old solder ball on it, which sort of helps to dislodge some of the crud. But when there's a lot of it, oh, and this smells. When there's a lot of it, it takes a lot to get going. I don't even know what that is. Ooh. Yeah, I'm going to try some wick on the pad in a second. Because there's just so much dirt on here. I mean, look, it's cleaning up a little bit, you could see. Because you can actually see some of the metal there. Some of the solder pads. Helps a little bit. I mean, this braid is pretty saturated, but I wouldn't be surprised if that pad is gone. Hold on. Let's take a look here. It didn't look like it was removed from the unit, but if it just fell off there, you never know. So let's just take a look. It might just be covered in dirt, so it looks like it's gone. No, I think it's still there. Let me focus for you. The board is slightly elevated, so it's a little hard to get it in focus here. Yeah. Yeah, it just corroded up so much. Just look at that. Oh, that's awful. Well, good luck with your ThinkPad. Hopefully it's not as bad as this. See, there's some copper under them hills. There's some gold in them hills. They're still there. Hanging on for dear life. Like, oh my god, you don't know what we've been subjected to. Let's look at this thing. What the heck is... I don't even know. It's just a ground plane that was just like used to like stick something on. I'm not even going to really bother cleaning this up because I don't think it goes anywhere. Well, whatever. But yeah, that's pretty nasty. Supervisor password. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, well, let's see. We have 40-something people watching. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everybody who I did not say hello to. But it's been an exciting morning. Alright, let's try and clean this up a bit more. Just going to be delicate here, because this has seen a lot of stuff, and of course the solder went out the wrong end of the tip there. Oh, I can just smell it. That is absolutely awful. And so you could just see all the crud start to come off. You see that? I think these pads will clean up pretty good eventually. But this is all crud. All capacitor barf all the time. Replace main logic board. That's Apple's solution to everything. We don't do component level repairs. We just replace the whole darn thing. Which I understand from a business perspective why they wouldn't want to do component level repairs, but alright, so let's use our solder wick here, try and clean that up, and let's see if we could fix this up a little bit. I think we could still use those pads, if not the wires are right next to them, so and I can't see what I'm doing. Oh, just look at that. Yeah, we just got to scrape that off with our scalpel. I think we'll be okay. No end to the crud on this board. Sorry for the focus not being perfect. Ugh. Do we have a little bit of corrosion over here too, or is that just no, just goo that has spread? All right, from our cleaning. See, there is enough metal here to put a new cap on, but the problem is this goo that's here is corrosive. And it will just continue to make a mess of things. There's no way that we want that here on our nice little Newton here. And look at all those little metal flakes. Get those with the Q-tip here. So that looks a little bit better, doesn't it? Huh? Huh? That looks a little bit better. That might be as good as we're going to get it in this state. Looks like there's some minor corrosion elsewhere, but nothing I'm too concerned about. So that should be okay. Let's look at the other capacitors. Yeah, there's some copper. That's to be expected. Alright, so this capacitor here is actually a through hole. So that was not hiding its true form. So if we swap that over, we see it's just hanging there. That's a 470 microfarad, 10 volt. And let's see the size of our replacement. Hopefully, it will fit there. Because I think Colin had the issue where his was a little bigger, and I think I'm going to have the same problem. But let's see. Please be the right size. Hey, look at that. Perfecto. So it's great to know the values of these. Now I'm going to put the parts numbers of these capacitors in the video description and on a guide that I make from this thing eventually. So there will be no question of what to use, because that's what I want to do. I want to help out people. Alright, and so I do have a desoldering gun, but I think I should just be able to heat this up and pull these pins out. This is a fairly small capacitor here. Just get our solder braid here. Hope everyone is doing well. I just realized I don't have the picture-in-picture on the microscope view. So sorry about that. probably be better if I held this at an angle. Sorry, you're not going to be able to see it, but this will just take a second. This is so delicate just because of the way this was put on here. Alright, there we go. Capacitor has been removed! And the crowd goes wild! Yay! Alright, so we're going to clean up those little areas there, so it's nice. I'm not sure, Elemento. That's an excellent question. This is the only Newton I've had that has been giving me problems. I did get it off eBay, so it was not one originally in my collection. But we have a few tantalums on the board, and then we have some capacitors that look like tantalums. But if you rewind the stream a bit, or if you were hanging out, one of them literally fell off the board, and that was an electrolytic hiding in a tantalum shell, a little plastic shell that they installed. And it was just disgusting, I tell you. So we're going to just flip this over here, just to make sure that looks okay. Yeah, that looks fine. And so we have one more capacitor to remove. Then we're going to be replacing them. Okay, so this is, because one fell off for us. And then this one we have to remove. Now this is on the underside of the board, which makes it extra fun. And this looks to be one of those electrolytics in sheep's clothing, or whatever you want to say, in tantalum clothing. Just look at that. Let's get a nice pan here of it going. No worries, Adam. Thank you very much for stopping by. Take care. Oh, this is all crusty too. Look at that. Let's get a good crust cam on this. Enhancing crust cam. Let's try that again and get a better view of this thing. Ugh. Ugh. Exactly. It looks like the same type of little caps on the power books. I guess they were popular for whatever reason, but gross. Now this looks like it's this. Correct me if I'm wrong. This looks like it's just glue or some type of adhesive holding that capacitor down or the case down, because I don't think the capacitor actually has any leads that go there, because both the leads are at the bottom here. But the other one had the same thing, and that pad was all disgusting too because it just leaked out. But I'm not going to bother putting anything on that pad because we'll just be using these two. But very, very weird. Engage fish filters. Oh gosh. Alright, so we're going to need some flux on this. And looking at the other caps, I don't see any problems, which is good. But yeah, this one's a stinky boy. Bit of a stink boy. Just a bit of a stink. Oh yeah, that just came off. Ugh. Oh, that smells awful. That is absolutely awful smelling. Put that in the reject pile. Ugh. Well, that's just fun. See you, Garth. Take care. Thank you very much for stopping by. I got an error that YouTube is not receiving enough video information to sustain the whatever the heck. Well, hopefully that fixed itself, because I haven't changed all my settings, so I don't know what's going on. But ooh, fish time! Woo! So that one pad is okay. Oh, this one is just awful. Oof. Hopefully the stream isn't buffering or anything. If it is, let me know. There we go. Get all that crud out of there. The stream looks fine. Excellent. Then YouTube is lying to me. Wouldn't be the first time. Wouldn't be the first time. YouTube is like, you have 9,000 subscribers. You have 8,999. You have 9,000. You have 8,999. Oh, YouTube. Did we cause a broken trace, or is that just... Well, that's just all cruddy. The scalpel might need to be retired. Okay, that's okay. If I'm going to be in here cleaning this up, I certainly don't want to do it again, so I'm sort of being extra super diligent with this. Where'd the wick go? Where'd the wick go? Here it is. Non-working Newton for $5 buttons. Bucks. Yeah, these poor traces just rotted because they were right next to all that loveliness of that capacitor, which was not happy. So, could totally see why. If I was the traces right there, I'd be rotted too. $5 cap juice, get your cap juice. Well, let's just clean this up because I don't want to cause any problems here down the road. Where'd my Fluxaroonie go? There it is. Well, I don't have nail polish, but I have solder mask, so we can do that. But in this case, I'm not overly concerned with it. I am mainly concerned with the metal touching where it shouldn't. This is very hard to see. Hopefully I didn't break anything. Cruddy hell! That sounded more not British, but I can't do accents well. You all know that. How dare you make me feel bad about myself? Alright, so I'm going to check the continuity of that trace there. I think we're okay, though. Now we get to find where I put my multimeter. I think it's hidden under this pile of crap. Or maybe it's this pile of crap. Yes, it is. Excuse me. Oh, it's almost noon. My goodness. Oh, this repair will be easy. Wrong. Alright, that's still okay. So we're all good there. We don't have to worry. We don't have to worry. Should be all good. Good morning, good afternoon, good whatever it is where you are. Alright, so we have all of our stinky old caps off. So now's the fun time to replace the capacitors. So we have, I should have found a tantalum for this, but I don't. That wouldn't have helped me actually. So here's the 35. We have two different ones. So let's see which works best here. I guess we'll go with the black one because it matches the color as the other one. There we go. That'll fit right there. So now we get to determine which pad is which, and we can see that the positive pad is to the right. So I'm going to zoom out here. I'm going to go back to my cheat sheet and make a note on that, because that is important to know for anyone who's going to be silly enough to do this in the future. Alright, so the positive is on this side, and the negative is on that side. Excellent. Alright, so on these types of capacitors, the negative is labeled by a negative stripe. That's the gray stripe that you see. And the pin, leg rather, is usually shorter. The positive pin is usually longer. So that's how you can tell the difference between positive and negative on these. Sorry for it's a little blurry. That's just what you're dealing with right now. Okay, so we'll just plop that in like that, and should be okay. We're not going to shove it in a case or anything because we don't need to. Alright, but we do need to clip this. Let me get my little tool here. There we go. We do need to clip it so it will fit there. Because alright, so just a little bit. I'm going to clip it long and then place it there and then see how much longer we have to clip off it. How much more we have to clip off it. Alright, so yeah, so we still have quite a bit we have to clip off. But I'm going to bend them a little bit. Just slightly. Why not use tantalums? Well, two problems. One is the legs are on the left and the right, so if I had tantalum, I had to get a really small one. And I don't think I saw a value in this side. And the second, I was going off of a guide given to me by a friend, and I was not aware of the the type of that, the small size or whatever. So yeah, I could, I guess, use a tantalum. However, I don't have one in stock that is this exact voltage and this exact size. So we're gonna have to be fancy with this, and especially since this has some metal exposed here, we do not want to mess that up. So we're gonna have to take a pause here and put some of that solder mask on there and cure that before we do anything. Oh, you multimeter, shut up. If I had unlimited instant access to capacitors, then sure, I'd put a tantalum on there in a heartbeat. But we do have our little caliper here, so let's measure that. So if anybody watching this in the future is like, wait a second, I want to put a tantalum here, but what is the size between those 2 points? And we'll do that, and that is 4.8 millimeters. And if we do between that, like that, that is 2.1 millimeters. So there you go. If anybody wants to get a tantalum for that, you can now do so. But yeah. Okay, I guess also I could put the capacitor facing the other way. I don't think that's really going to hurt anything. Like, if I had it go this way instead of that way, I might just do that. I don't know where I put the cap. It's so tiny I lost it. Where? No, there it is. There it is. Everything looks the same here. So if I took this and just flipped it around, come on. Like that. That should be fine too. I just need to bend the legs in the other direction. After carefully bending the legs in one direction, Steve made the incorrect decision, so he's bending them back in the other direction. And the crowd waits in suspense. Alright, so we're just gonna do that. The chat's dead because everyone's having their breakfast or lunch or whatever. I don't know. Okay. So, now this is going to be fun. Because this is a very tiny capacitor. So let's move this around a little bit. And this is still attached to the screen. Just because of... Oh, boy. Excuse me. Accidentally searched Mac84. Well, you might get a result. That's not going to be me. Oh, did I bend these legs in the wrong direction again? No, wait. That's right. We're doing it this way. So let's turn this whole thing. It's going to be fun. I love when plastic is so close to things. That's right. A polymer capacitor might work in that scenario. That's a great suggestion, Elemento. Again, I don't have one on hand, unfortunately. If I did, I would probably just do that. Forego the tiny little electrolytic, but this is what we got now. So we're going to use it, and hopefully that will just resolve our issue here. Even though it's a bit bulky. We'll clean that up in a second. I know that looks awful. Guess that's not too terrible. I mean, if it works, it works. Now, what is this little doodad that's next to it? What type of a component is this? 470K H3. Is that one of those little coil thingamajigs? I mean, no metal's touching anything, so I think we're okay there. But yeah, that should be fine, I guess. That's fine. So we have positive going here. Negative going there. All right, cool. Cool. Hey, Trina, how's it going? It's not fixed yet. We have 2 more caps to go. Hold on to your horses. All right, so that was the capacitor that was on the underside. We can now flip this over. And adjust the microscope, hopefully. That is still too high. Well, let's see if I could adjust... the whole height of the microscope. Nope, that's not going to do it. That's heavy. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, that might help us a little bit. All right, so we can see a little bit better now. Excuse me. So we have 2 more caps to replace. One already fell off the board because it was so corroded. It was over here. And the other one was over here. So we just have to put new ones in their place. And I already have the replacement for this one, so I guess we'll do this one first. Zoom out here. Where's the zoom out? I'm already zoomed out as far as I could go, Captain. Alright, so this guy was sort of in a funny position. Well, not ha-ha funny, but, you know, interesting, let's say. And it was just sort of bent like this. That's exactly how it was. So that's how we're going to put that in. So we have negative, whoops, negative going to negative, positive going to positive. What could possibly go wrong? All right, so that should be good. Oh, the little serial controller thingamajig? Is that what you're talking about, Kai? Or am I misunderstanding the chip names again? Again. There we go. That cap is not going anywhere. Thank goodness. That means we have one more to go. I'm still not too happy about this little area, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do? I mean, this is cruddy, but does not seem to be hurting anything. It's just sort of sitting there next to this blob. For what, I don't know what the blob does, but it's a blob. So it's blobbiness. I guess we'll be okay, huh? Oh, Zilog. Zilog. It's a name I haven't heard in a long time. A long time. Okay, so this which capacitor are we putting here? That's the 4 volt, 100 microfarad. Okay, so let's get that out. See the little tiny guys here. If you can't see them through the plastic, you can't. So take them out. Hopefully everyone is having a good Saturday. Or if you're in Australia, I think it's Sunday there, is it? No, I don't know. Time zones confuse me. Alright, so we have this little guy. It looks like that's positive and that's negative. We tried to clean it up as best we can, but it was still a little bleh. So we're just going to go like that. Just put that guy right down there. Let's see how long the legs could be. Just say about there. A little bit above that. Okay, great. So let's adjust these. It's Thursday, I think. Alright, so this little guy will be like right there. Go pop. That's not really flush, is it? No, it's not. So we're going to have to bend those legs even further. I feel like this is like an exercise video. Just keep bending those legs. You got it. Come on. Just keep going. That's sort of disturbing. Alright, so let's put some flux here. That's going to be a fun capacitor to lay down. And it just fell over there, so we have to fish that out. So once I get one of these legs down, oh, I could just turn the Newton. What are you doing, Stephen? Why are you making your job difficult for yourself? There you go. That's much easier now, isn't it? Sunday morning. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Bruce isn't getting up for another 7 to 8 hours, I'm sure. He's going to wake up and go, what the hell are you doing streaming now, Steven? All right. I didn't get any sleep last night. One of those nights where you just keep waking up and falling asleep and then waking up and falling asleep. I actually thought of streaming at like 4 a.m. because I'm like, well, I'm obviously not sleeping. But I eventually went to sleep, so I guess you guys would have been asleep at 4 a.m. So, or at least some of you. Put a little bit more solder on that one. Sort of hold this in place because, yeah, this is very finicky here. Hopefully that's okay. Productive Monk, I don't think anyone's arguing that fact. I think we're talking about different chips in different places. All right. Now, if you do like these sorts of machines and these sorts of old things and like fixing them up and stuff, there's a great message board that a lot of you probably are already on, tinkerdifferent.com. And I'm proud to say I serve on the board of that, so shameless plug. But it's a great resource. I post my recapping guides there. I know Kai Robinson, who's also in the chat, posts a lot of his cool stuff there too. And it's just a great community, you know, to ask questions, get advice on things, and just share what cool projects you're working on. Fairly new form, so please give us a sign up there. There's just some old flux over here. If you can, that would be great. And what better way to celebrate me reaching 9,000 subscribers than to listen to what I have to say and go and sign up for that thing, huh? That'd be fun. All right, so it looks like all of our capacitors have been replaced. So I guess before we suit it all up, we could plug it in and see if it works. And not just Macs either. Thank you for reminding me. It's not just Apple stuff. PCs, your toaster, whatever you want to do. It could be anything. Cars, food, bunny rabbits. I don't know. You get tinkering with stuff. You can post it there. All right, so let's get back to our view here, and we'll see. Thank you very much, Kate. Hey, thanks for joining. I did not see you come in there. Let's see if this Newton wants to have any life breathed back into it now that we've gone and replaced the things that we've had to. Okay, so I have to fiddle with this to put the backup back. Well, let's measure the voltage on this battery. Why are we just shoving it back in there? Yeah, I did not have the original Newton MessagePad in my collection until a few months ago when I found one pretty cheap on eBay, untested, with this weird screen thing. And that's in the wrong thing, is it? And I thought, oh, maybe it's the capacitors. We're about to find out if that's the cause of it. 3 volts! The thing actually has 3 volts on it still. How about that? All right, cool. So we're going to clean that up and shove it back in here. I said we're going to shove it back in there. There we go. Okay, and I guess we could gently put the back on. We're not going to snap anything back into place because that's going to cause us some problems if it doesn't work. All right, so let's turn the microscope off, the light at least. Move that over here. And I do have this fancy above camera now. And we're going to see if there's any life in this thing now, if the screen wants to work properly. I hope so. Because if not, it's not going to be fun. All right, so let's get this cord over here. And let's plug her in. Come on, baby. Where's the power button? Oh, is it like stuck in a weird position? Oh, the screen's not plugged in. That's right. We forgot to plug the screen back in. Well, that would explain why we don't get anything on the screen now, wouldn't it? All right, so this is going to be fun because it's like a sandwich. A very dangerous sandwich because there's this flex cable here. Oh, this is not going to be fun. Why is this? Why is there a metal thing here? Just to combat us. Oh, look, there's more cable. So we could actually, you know, get out of here, you silly metal thing. We'll put you on when we want. Look at that. Just FCC regulations. Who cares? Who cares? Honestly, who cares? All right, so we've got to flip this cable upside down because why should they make it easy? And there's a speaker soldered on here, which makes it even more difficult, but we're just going to try our best here. There we go. All right, so now we got to put this metal thingamajig back. There we go. That was, oops. was about to say that wasn't too bad, and now I can't bend this back. Oh, God. Have to finagle around the speaker's cable. Do I have to just desolder the speaker to at this point? Because the cables, yeah, I think so. That would have been nice if they included it, you know, on a detachable thing, because I need the... That's annoying. Alright, well, the red cable is facing towards the battery. Let's just remember that. Ugh. Alright, the speaker has been removed. So now we can lift this board up without being tethered to anything. And we could put that ribbon cable back in and then solder the speaker back into place. Wow, this thing is less and less serviceable the more you dig into it, huh? Oh, come on. Just work with us here. Oh, delicate ribbon cables. I don't want to rip you. Please don't rip. Okay, cool. I'm going to put you back like this. And put those back in there. And now we'll solder these cables back in there. Okay. All right. We're all good there. So the screen is now attached. Speaker is now attached. Now let's try this again. Please work. Hey, look at that. It's a little bandy there. We might have to adjust something. But we get a screen of sorts. Why is the touch not working? Oh boy. Well, we made some progress here. That's good. I don't know if I don't know why the touch screen is not working. Maybe the ribbon cable is not seated correctly or something? I don't know. Pretty sure it looked like it was okay. That's the only cable there is. Hey, Justin, how's it going? Well, let's just make sure that it's seated, which is hard to do because, you know, we'd have to desolder the speaker again. Just not fun. No, looks like everything's there. Let's try that again. Just for funsies. Come on. That is very encouraging. It's just a line there. Okay. Oh, you know what? This power switch, I think, sits into the back of this. Yeah. So it's going to be weird if it doesn't. Because I think that's a spring-loaded thing, I think. Well, let's figure that out. Let's sort of seat this back in how it should be. And who knows, maybe there's a ground or something that one of these screws is providing that, you know, we simply do not have plugged in, so it's going to be unhappy. Okay, yeah, so let me put some screws. Actually, no, if I just snap this like this, that should be fine. Yeah, I didn't look at the LCD yet, but that would be annoying if there's more work to be done on this, because like I said, I have a client who is needs a quick turnaround on theirs for a project, and well, that's a little bit better, I suppose, but still absolutely nothing on the screen, unless there's, well, this is like for the card slot. I don't think that has anything to do with anything else. No. Well, that's a shame. Huh. Well, well, well. Well, we can see there's text on the Newton display now, so that's good at least. Hold down the Newton pen on the corner of the X until the corner darkens and lift the pen. Yeah. So maybe something got loose. Well, we'll have to dig further, I suppose. Why should this ever be easy? Why should any of this be easy? And we have to desolder the speaker again. At least we know the speaker works. So we might just leave that unplugged for a while we do our finagling here. These are the worst kinds of successes. When you're semi-successful. I believe there was only one cable at the bottom, but let's just double check. Maybe we unplugged something and we forgot about it. It's totally within the realm of possibility here. Okay, so there is one ribbon cable here. Let me undo that. That's the only cable that connects this board to the display. As far as I could see right now. Then we have... Oh, wait a second. There's this little... That might be... Oh, okay. Never mind. This, I think, is for the touch. Okay. And that has to be pressed against this contact here. Okay. All right. Let's try this again. Yeah, and this, let's look at this under the microscope. I'm curious if this needs some touch-up or anything. Let's go back to the microscope here. Hey, Rich, how's it going? We are in the middle of a Newton repair. We are semi-successful, maybe. That all looks okay. Just nudging these at random. Yeah, those all look fine. Okay, so I think I know what the problem is, so let's try and fix that. Much more room here. This is a nice desk setup. Don't worry, I'll mess it up sometime soon. Get it all messed up. Okay, so let's plug this cable back into here. That is as in as it will go. I'll lock that down. Now this pin thingamajig here has to touch, I believe, the bottom of that. And since we didn't have the screws on, that would explain why we weren't getting any touch, I think. So I'm going to just put those screws in, and that will be a good test for us. If I could remember where they are. Here they are. Let's remove those from the little package here. Go. And we'll try that, huh? So we have this little metal thingamajig here. That's like that. Or does it go like this? Which way does it go? Sure, like that. We have these two screws that go in. Two sticks died. Are you sure it's not the RAM slot? Can you test it in another machine? I think this might solve our touch problem. I hope it does. In fact, I'm so confident, I'm going to solder the speaker wires in again. Steven, why are you setting yourself up for disaster? That's just what I do. Okay. All right. So, got that. Put the back on. And let's see if we get a better result here, huh? Let's hope. Here's hoping. Oh. What the hell was that about? Oh, is the power button jammed here? Yeah, I think the... Let's try it again. Oh, come. What are you doing now? Well, I got this and the screen was dead. We got an image on it just a few moments ago and now it's not happy. What the heck? Don't know why, but we're going to keep on fiddling with it. We're going to keep on fiddling. That's what we do here at Mac84. We fiddle until we cannot fiddle anymore. Due to time constraints or mental capacity. So of course we have to remove. Maybe it's because that metal shield is not in there. Probably. Oh boy. Remove this guy now. Was that a piece of broken plastic? Oh, that's great. Okay, so that cable is seated in perfectly, but we're going to reseat it just in case. Okay. And we're going to put this metal thing back in there, because who knows? Maybe it really wanted that for some reason. Okay. Oh, Ocelot, you rascal, you. Alright, let's not even bother with the speakers at this point and just see if we get anything. What the heck? That's so strange. That's very, very strange. Unless we have to do this in-use thing. I don't know. Did we mess with that before? Well, very, very peculiar. Maybe it needs those screws for the ground. I have no clue. No clue at all. Because those are there. And then, let's see, these, there's one screw there and there. Those are long ones. So let's just play devil's advocate here. Put that back together. And put these screws back in place. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe there's some ground shenanigans going on here. I don't know. See, we were getting something partially before. Now we're not getting anything. Which is a little concerning. What the heck, man? I have another one of these to fix, and I'm not looking forward to it now. Now nothing is coming up on the screen. Yeah, the screen worked before and the touch did not, and now, unless maybe the power button is not exactly making contact, it doesn't seem to want to do anything. Well, back to the old drawing board. Screen is probably dead. No, we saw some life out of it before. Don't be negative. This is not a new screen. It's scratched up. It's the original one that came with it. This is not fun to take apart, I can tell you that. All these little buttons and doodads and things. There are two cables, and both of them are now connected, but we're going to reseat everything. These lousy battery connectors. Come on. Oh, come on, man. Well, I don't want to use that one. There's crap all over it. So we have this cable for the screen. Then we have these contacts here that touch this thingamajig here, which I would assume is okay because I didn't touch the darn thing. But let's unseat this here. There's a switch here. What the heck does that do? Oh, is that the power? Is that the power switch? Because if this is laying down here... No, it's not the power switch. I don't know what that is. Looks okay to me. But what the heck do I know? I'm going to clean the contacts by the touch thing. Just in case. He had to replace caps on the LCD? Really? I did watch his video a while ago and then I just skimmed through it to find out what caps, but... It makes me feel like an idiot now if I'm missing anything. But I know the lighting is terrible, so I apologize, but I'm going to just try to see... if, well, this does not look fun. Yeah, there was some streaking that I saw on this, so yeah, maybe there were some caps on the LCD that need to be replaced, but looks like there's one screw here. It's another long screw. At least we could document if there are any caps that need to be replaced here. It just comes out like that. Okay. Yeah, okay, so this screen has this little ribbon guy, and that goes to here. So that's why the touch screen wasn't working. The caps are on the main board. Okay, well that makes me feel better then. I was like, oh god, what have I done? I'm going to unscrew. There's only seemingly being one screw that holds the LCD in. So let's take that out. Just see if there's anything going on here. Oh, that's attached here. So we might not even be able to pull this out, I don't think. Well, maybe. I don't think it's glued down. No, it's not. Okay, cool. All right, so there's the LCD. We have a nice ribbon cable here with a bunch of little caps on here. A lot of flux. Would not surprise me if any of these just need reflowing. I'm gonna get out the multimeter and we'll do some probing, huh? It's time for a good old-fashioned probing. I have no idea about flashing ROMs for video cards. That is not something I've had experience with, unfortunately. I would suggest going to that Tinker Different forum I mentioned because a lot of smart people on there. My multimeter is buried under Newton parts. I'm not seeing any. There's a lot of flux on here, but no, nothing smells burnt. At least I can't smell anything. 1 second. Right back, folks. Just give me a moment. I'm back. Sorry about that. Can I send you a link to an article? You could email me, Rich, Mac84TV@gmail.com. YouTube strips out the links on YouTube, but so finally fixed. I just got back myself. I had to get the bunnies their medicine. LCD looks fine. All right, so let's just reseed everything. Let's just see if that fixes it, huh? And let's change the camera. With the awful white balance and everything, I apologize. My first time using this overhead camera, so I clearly have to do some configuring and such, but that will be done at a later date. Alright, so this just sort of snaps in here. Right? Kind of, maybe. Oh, I see. It goes in at a weird angle. Alright, so I have to take this out again. Take this ribbon off. I have to put this in first. So this side of the display has to go in first. Then it angles down like that. And I have to feed this little cable through. There we go. Okay, so at least that's set, and I could put the... It was a screw. Where this guy? That's where it was. Oh God, I'm losing it. I had to remagnetize these screw bits, and I don't know where that went. I had a magnet somewhere. Somewhere. Yep. What's up, Doc? We are trying to fix this Newton, and it's putting up a bit of a fight, unfortunately. Oh, come on. My goal is not to be doing this when Bruce wakes up, so... I have other things and other Newtons to try and fix today. And parts of videos to shoot. Strict timeline. The email address, Rich, is Mac84TV, MAC, the number 84, and TV as in television, Mac84TV @gmail.com. So feel free to send me whatever, hopefully. We'll get back to you. All right, so that looks like it's okay. Now, there is this metal thingamajig that goes there. Okay. And then we have this, which, let's just take a look under the microscope, make sure we didn't screw anything up when we were taking that speaker cable off like 5 times. It looks ugly, but it's fine. Some rubber junk there. That's fine. Here's that display connector. That all looks fine. That's the cap we put there. Alright, so I'm just going to try and put this all back together nicely. And see if that just magically makes it work, huh? Oh boy. Retrotechie is a funny individual. They like to joke about a lot of things. And no. It's absolutely not going to happen. Oh God. Okay, so looks like that's for the PCI eject mechanism. And that's that. Alright, so this switch here on the board is actually the power on-off switch. Right there. So that is what that is. So we figured that out. Go team! Why am I doing this upside down incorrectly? Alright, so let's get this all sorted. Put this back into here. Am I missing a piece? Where's the thing that this went in? Oh, that's right. This goes upside down. All right, so let's try and get back to what the heck we were doing here. This is not fun. Oh, the way this ribbon cable is designed just makes it extra fun to try and get in there. Okay, so that's plugged in. But it's like there's this little thing. All right, that's fine. Let's put that back. Okay. Sorry, I keep forgetting that the camera's pointed not exactly where I am, but whatever. This little bracket guy, which goes there. And maybe I'll just put more screws in. We'll see if that does a thing. Don't know. But we got life out of it before we put any screws in, which confuses me. But who knows at this point? I really don't. I really don't. All right, well, it looks like we could leave this part taken. We could leave this part just off to the side because that's where the speaker is, and you don't have to worry about those wires. Now there is the power button over here. So that has to be, is that in the right position? Yeah, now it is. All right, so I should actually put the screw where the power button is so we could actually toggle that correctly. And that is this guy here. This would be an easy job, Steven. You'll just fix 3 caps, that's all. All right, so the power button works. That's, well, works. I mean, there's not anything else here. Doesn't seem too complicated. But who knows? Maybe we'll be proven wrong again. All right, so we have that there. We have all the caps in here. We have our little battery there. Flip this over on its side. Power button is on our left. And the power jack is here. Let's just see what happens. Oh, there we go. Hey, the touch screen works. Woohoo! All right, I call that a success. Yay! Yeah, I replaced the caps already. The display is a little bit. There's a few lines that are very faint. Let's see if there's any. I know there are brightness and contrast adjustments here. Oh, okay, that really helped. If I boost the contrast a little bit, that seems to make it much better. But look at that. So this is the first time I played around with this type of Newton. Oh, there's a sharp thing on here. Receive sharp OZ IQ items from telephone. Okay. Guess that was a thing. Let's do our... We don't need formulas here. Oh. Review word list. No, I don't... No. No. Oh, this one has to recognize your handwriting style, I think. Look at that. Nothing. We just reseated everything, and that seemed to do the trick, Elemento. So, yeah. Who knows? I didn't even put any screws in this time. Maybe it was just the power button wasn't making a good connection. Who knows? So if I tap the assist button and then type in egg, I think I had to do it in quotes. Assist. I don't think it's on this model, but yeah, I think it must be on the later one because this is the first one. But I'll type egg freckles just for fun anyway. There. All right, so yeah, there may be a few lines on this LCD that aren't as nice as they used to be, but it's totally fully functional, which is great. So that makes me happy. And I have the confidence needed to repair the other one, maybe. So let's unplug this for a second. And let's plug this all back in. Let's put all the screws back in. Let's make sure it works after we put all those screws back in. Otherwise, we're celebrating a bit prematurely here. So this screw goes here. And that was holding in the front. Where's the front? Where's the front? Where's the front? Here it is. Oh, let's solder the speaker back in too. Yep, thank you very much, Kevin, for the super chat. Greatly appreciate it. Let's solder in the speaker and double check that that works before we celebrate too soon here. Oh, goodness. That was way more of a job than I thought it would be. Come on, you silly wire, you. It would have, what, cost an extra $1 for a header here? I guess this thing was already overpriced or over budget or whatever. Okay, so now with the speaker resolved, without touching anything else, oh, do you want to erase data? No. Oh, I must have held the power button down too long or something. Oh, there it goes. How about that? Ah, okay. No worries there, Rich. Yes, please smash the like button and all that fun stuff if that's what you like to do. Greatly appreciate it. It tells YouTube that this channel is not terrible. And we just passed 9,000 freaking subscribers, so I would hope that's the case. But, you know, you never know. All right, so let me get all these screws back in. And hopefully we could get on with our lives. Well, if you have to take a bathroom break, no one's stopping you. I don't know where that came from, but oh boy. Okay, so that will just hang around up here, I suppose. That's there. All right, so now we have all these fun screws. And this is going to be fun. I know, Justin, it snuck up on me. Truth be told, I was hovering around like 8,000 something for ages, it seemed like, but numbers are weird. Okay, so that's there. We have a bunch of other screws that are just here. I don't think there's anything else that we have to worry about. There's, oh yeah, the infrared window, and then this little son of a doodad, which goes in like, hold on, it's like one of these things where this goes up and this goes down, and yeah, this was like, oh, how did this go in now? I think it was like that. Yeah, it was like that. So let me put this back in. So we may be able to remove the Newton without undoing that plastic bit. So that's good news. I really need to find my magnetic bit here. Give me a lot of... Okay. Yeah, that's like the worst place to know of a screw, but thank you, Apple. All right. Let's do the rest of this then, and we'll get good. We'll get all good there. I think it was the opposite way around, Joe, if memory serves. When's the giveaway? I don't know. Everyone thinks I give away things frequently, but I don't. I really don't. I'll give away some buttons or something. I don't know. It's just I've been so busy. I haven't had time to live stream or do any videos or anything like that. So we'll try and come back to that soonish. Okay. I know it's very weird how numbers are, and YouTube is a fickle creature. Okay. This guy here. Give yourself a free pat on the back. And Justin, it is not lost on me that I terribly need to give those IBM floppy drives back to you. I am sorry profusely. It's embarrassing how long they've been here. I know you've been very kind about it, but I need to get those back to you. Every time I see your name, I'm like, I forgot. Okay, and this goes here. Because now that you have a microscope and stuff like that, if there's any touch-ups needed or anything, not that there hopefully will be any needed, but you could fight those battles on your own. People love to assume that I have new computers. I get Instagram and Twitter messages all the time. I have a 2017 or 2016 MacBook Pro and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, dude, I don't even know what operating system that is because I've never used it in my life. You know how old my systems are? Like, what's going on with you guys? Oh, gosh. All right, so the only thing I have to do is make sure that when I put this back together, this IR window goes in the right spot. So I think this just... Yeah, there's a little mirror. That's interesting. And this just slides in. Like that, I think. 5 Rifa caps. Holy crap, Justin. I think you won the Rifa lottery there. Not that that's a lottery you want to win. But my goodness. All right, this is not going in there. Does this go on this side? No, it does not. Okay, well. It's going to be one of those weird things that only fits in one way. It is. You have to put it the other way because the other part doesn't go there. All right, excellent. That's back in place. And now we just have this little silly screw that I took out, which I guess doesn't really have to be taken out from that angle. I could do it a different way. It would help if I put the shell back on the correct way. And it would help if these battery contacts were actually seated where they were supposed to be seated. It's much easier to do when the case is off, and I just snapped it back on. So, ugh. Oh yeah, this Newton was all fishy. All fish all the time. Not fun. Not fun at all. Alright, let's slide these back in to where they're supposed to be. There we go. There we go. Alright, so that's all done. Now the fun part with this will be, there's this little tiny teeny screw up here that we have to fuss with. And those battery cables are just hanging out just far enough that this case wouldn't close. Excellent. Well, this is a repair that took 1,000 times longer than I expected. But that happens sometimes. Oh, there goes the screw. This will not be fun to get back in the exact spot that was in. Oh no. The screw went in the PC card slot. Oh, Justin, I don't like making reefer caps make smells anyway, so I feel you on that one. Oh, come on. You could go back into the socket that you were installed in. What are you complaining about? Get over there. There we go. Pills are good. Pills are good. I think that is kind of in the way it's supposed to be. Yeah, there we go. That button works. Okay. All right. So now we just have to get the case screws in. And let's try and remember which order those went in. Well, the two long ones I know go here. So that was good. Good job remembering that, Steven. And then we have two of the baby screws down here. Okay, and then the three long ones go here. All right, excellent. Good mental notes. This better work when I put it all back together. All right, so the longest screws go here and here. The shorter screws go here, here, and here. And the two shortest go here and here. So let that be a lesson to any of you guys. Oh, yes, Kate, I am jonesing for a new Mac Mini or a iMac with a bigger screen. I love my 2020 Mac Pro. I really do. But, you know, not having AirDrop, not being able to export 4K videos without my graphics card taking a puke, and all that stuff is just like, I'm so ready for a new machine. I don't know if I could afford one right off the bat, but I cannot wait. Please. And there's nothing wrong with the existing M1 Mac Mini, but it's like by the time I saved up enough money for it, it's like, you know what? I'll just wait. Then I'll get the M2 or whatever the heck they're going to call it. All right, so let's turn off that soldering iron because we hopefully don't need that on anymore. Everything is screwed back in here, except these long ones. Oopsie. Put those back. Yeah, everyone gives the Mac Mini high regards, which is great because that's probably what I'm going to get. I love the iMac though. If they did have an iMac with a bigger screen, I might get that. I know it's a bit more pricey, but you get a built-in webcam, you get built-in speakers, and so it's like less stuff you gotta fuss with. Please work. Yay! Yay! Thumbs up. Let's see if can we draw. That's not the test stylus. Can we draw a thumbs up? Will it let us? I think there's a drawing app. I think. Well, we'll just do like a thumbs up. That's a very poor thumbs up, but there you go. That's. Oh boy. That looks like my screwdriver. Probably these are all cheap screwdrivers. There we go. Now this one I don't think has the backlight. Yeah, this is not a backlight model. But my goodness, I'm happy that it works again. Because I was really concerned when we were having issues before. Hi, I haven't seen you guys in ages. Hi. How's my hair? It's been 2 hours and 34 minutes, but we got this guy working again. Yay! This will be the thumbnail. Make some weird YouTube face. Yeah. Excellent. I mean, it's a bit of a shame that the touchscreen element, it has scratches on it, because the screen underneath that element is perfect, but I don't know if they remake those anymore. I mean, it's fairly simple, I would assume, but anyway. There goes my stomach growling. Look at that. It's all goodsies. So, yeah. What's Radio Shack branded? I'm confused. No, no, I don't think any of these screwdrivers are Radio Shack branded. This one has all the rubber just falling the heck off of it. Thank you, Patrick. Appreciate it. Thank you, everyone who stuck by for this adventure. So let's put the battery pack back in there. This is just like was some type of mechanism to adapt it to rechargeables or whatever. I don't know. Oh, come on. Maybe it's like, no, because it has to be the other way because of the springs. Unplug the poor thing. It's like, no, what'd you do to me? This is going to be fun. Yeah, so those springs have to seat right there. Oh, replace there. Now I can do that easily. Okay. And now this cover goes back on. You can't see that, but I'm putting the cover back on. And then we're going to put the this card back in. Oh, wait, we have that 2 megabyte card. I wonder what's on there. Ooh. Put that there. Look at our Newton. Oh, I'm excited. All right, so thank you. Yes, this was a bit of a fun thing to try and get working. I'm glad we got it working. Okay, and so, oh, look at the back of the card. Got a nice little rainbow apple logo on it. Do not drop, bend, or crush. Good advice. All right, so let's make sure that we're going to put this in the right way. I think. Okay, and let's turn this on again. Let's switch to this view so you can see what I see. Bing! Card. No card is inserted. Oh, God. What are you talking about, buddy? Buddy, oh boy. There is a card here. Wait, there's a little switch on the card. What does that do? I don't know. Oh, do I have to lock it? Now what? It froze, kind of. When I locked it, it froze. Newton still needs the card you removed. Please insert the card now or information on the card may be damaged. Okay. Oh, maybe it's just reading the card. Or something. Whee! Oh, boy. See you, Retro Techie. Take care. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I don't think it liked me hot plugging the card in or something. Because when I eject it, it's going to yell at me, I bet. Oh, wait, there's a bunch of games on there. Look at that. I ejected the card, but we have Crossword, Casino, Convert, Tricorder, Dinner, 800 Numbers, Remover, Buttons, Moon, Dictionary, Breakout, Shopping, Yahtzee, Miles per gallon thing. All right, so let's turn this off and let's put the card in and lock this down. Maybe that's why it was unhappy. I'll put this here. Oh, Mike never has this filter on. Why should today be any different? It's weird. It doesn't like the card. That's weird. I bet if I unplug that card, it'll boot up right just fine. Hopefully. Oh, what the heck? Did that card touch anything it shouldn't have? Dust or anything in there? I don't know. Oh, come on, man. What you doing to me? What you doing? Let's just let it sit for a while. I mean, I probably did something stupid plugging that in while it was on or whatever, but... There's some, like, dust in there, but nothing that looks metal or bent or anything. Oh, I love the handspring. I mean, they're very different products, the Newton and the Palm Pilot. Wow, it's just trash now. Let's take out that button battery. Maybe it's confused or remembering something it shouldn't. I don't know. I don't know. There, now you're completely dumb, Newton. You have no memory of anything. Ah, come on. Are you serious? I know it's just a piece of plastic, but it's like, can we just, like... It's not even doing, like, the recovery thing. What gives? I mean, I know the card was inserted correctly because that's the only way it could be inserted. That is so freaking weird, man. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it worked fine. Then I had to go and put the card in. It worked fine. Had to go put the card in. Unless this power button is not, like, touching something it should. I have no clue. This is just confusing the heck out of me now. I'm not happy. Was working fine. Now it's not. Do not bend card. Do not expose to high temperatures. Keep connector clean. Well, it is. I mean, it's a beautiful looking card. I guess we'll just let it sit for a while. I'm in no rush to use it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. This always happens. I fix something, then I mess with it, and then... I do love Palm Pilots. I have a lot of the Palm 3 ones. Do not insert into recently fixed Newton. Yeah, that's what I should write on this. That might be a commonly known problem with these units. I have no idea if maybe the pins on the PCI slot, the card slot, or whatever the heck it is, PCMCIA, PC card, whatever it is. Use our flashlight. Well, I did fix it, and then I inserted a card, Greg, and it got angry. I mean, I see like a little bit of dust and dirt, but nothing conductive. But it turned on and everything. It worked beautifully. Oh, wait. Let's see if it was that battery switch there in the back. Oh, the screen flickered. Oh, there it is. Okay. Maybe the power jack is a little loose. I'm going to insert it again because I'm freaking curious. It should work with the damn card. Why is Steven not happy with the devices? He keeps making them angry. Okay, maybe there's a loose connection with the power jack. It is certainly not happy booting up with that card in there. Maybe you're not supposed to boot up with the cards in there, but that doesn't make any sense to me. If I was part of the QA group that was like, no, that's fine, I'd be like, no, that's a terrible idea. You should be able to boot it up with the cards in there. Not doing nothing. So let's undo this. Take the card out. Who knows? Maybe the card is trashed. I wouldn't be surprised if there's something with the power jack that's just a cold solder joint or something. I should have looked at that when we had it open, huh? I mean, it's a little bit wobbly, but it's nothing terrible. Canadian computer collector. Yeah, Dan, where's Dan? Dan can help us. I mean, this is my first time ever playing around with this. I have no idea the differences between this and the other model and all that fun stuff. Who knows? This might be a different voltage for the different newtons. Who knows? Who knows? That could be possible. Although I think I got all the goop out. I mean, this does wobble a little. Here, let's see if you get a good angle of this. It does wiggle, but I don't know if that's enough of... I don't know. Don't know. Well, I certainly won't plug that card back into this model, I can tell you that. And maybe this power adapter, although it's for the later newtons, maybe this needs a little more. I'm not sure. Yeah, this does seem like it's a little flimsy. Let me see if I hold it. Well, I'm just going to leave it unplugged for a while, just like we did with the other one. And hopefully it'll just come back to life when it feels like it. But at least it works, kind of. I'm just going to let that sit for a while. Oh, boy. Well, at least we learned a lot about the Newton today. And for those of you just joining, let me show off my new desk setup photo again. And there she is. We got 3 monitors here. This was taken at the beginning of the stream. We have 3 monitors here. We have space for our microscope. And there's actually some organization of tools. I know it's scary, but it's much better than the setup I used to have. And we'll continue getting things all sorted. So there you go. Hey, it's Dan! Dan is here, the Canadian computer collector. If I missed you before... Oh, I did miss you before. My goodness. Oh, I can't read. Glad you're still going. I can't stop farting. I know I recapped my innards. Oh, Dan. We missed your sense of humor around here. My goodness. Is that structural? Sure. It's a load-bearing fart. Oh, boy. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there's something like minor in here. Maybe another one of those caps that is just like not working, not doing its job. We'll plug this in. We'll let it sit for a bit. Yep, there it goes. So it just doesn't like that card. And you know what? We all go through life and just, don't like things for whatever reason. A particular food, a particular smell. So, if this Newton doesn't like that card, maybe somebody jammed it in the wrong way or something like that. But who knows? Who knows? Is that a spork zip tied to the overhead camera? No. There's no sporks here. Is the main part over? What? Oh, Dan, you and your nudity obsession. What is wrong with you? Yeah, you could watch my assembly video. There's nothing that I did wrong in it. So there you go. I mean, who knows? There's a little write protect switch on the card too. Maybe that's causing a problem. Maybe this has caps inside. Who knows? This will be the thumbnail. Yes, the spork is in front of the camera. But at least you have a working Newton. And it's all happy and such. So there. That's that. How long we've been going here? 2 hours and 51 minutes. Oh, God. Why? All right, so let's turn this thing off. And let's put that little button cell battery back in here, because it actually still has some voltage left in it, so why not? And we're going to put the little dummy card back in there, because that's the only one it seems to like. You know what, Greg? I'd like to see you build a blue SCSI. How about that? How about that? Where's this card? We'll put this card back here. And I should put a note, do not use. Where's some paper I could steal? Here. We'll cut up a little piece of this. Got a little note. And we need a writing utensil of some kind. If only I had things organized, which I do. I'm actually going to move this little thingy closer, because no sense in me having to stand up every single time I need to go grab a pencil. Let's put that. Let's see, where's that hook in? Down there? All right, so we'll just do let's take out that first. That's better. So I don't have to get off my lazy butt to grab a pen or something. That's half the battle. Alright, so today is February 12th, so 2/12/22. Note. Do not use card. Makes Newton unhappy. There we go. Minty Newtons. Ooh. Yeah, you win some, you lose some. That's just how it is. This one's pretty beat up, but it's like $25, $30. Came in the case, a questionable card. And that works again. Yay. No, you could buy your own, Greg. Send you one with all the parts. All right, let's put the tape back up there. All right, so I will use it again. I forgot to put the battery cover back on. I was like, oh, that's done. Let's put that on the side. Newton Destroyer. Yes, it's from Steve Jobs. That's the curse of Steve Jobs. He's like, you know what, the Newton, I don't like it. Let's sell these Newton Destroyer cards. All done. All done. Yeah, that's about it. I don't know what else to do. Honestly, I'm at a loss for words. Anybody have any questions about the thingamajiggers? I don't know. Stuff. You can watch me clean up my desk a little bit, because we have to put all these caps away. Do not use unless you want to see sparks fly. Okay. Oh, put these back in the little bag they came out of. There was like 2 bags. Wait. This and then, where are these ones? 10. 10 of them. Where'd the other 10 go? This is what happens when you take capacitors out of their things. Well, that's for that. This is 100 microfarad 4 volt. Alright, so these go in here. See you, Christopher. Thank you very much for stopping by. Take care. Oh, the eMate 300s are great. Love those little guys. Yeah, it looks like I am missing some capacitors. It's weird. Let me turn my flashlight off so my phone battery doesn't, like, plummet. Well, I probably dropped them on the ground or something, because that's what we do here at Mac84. You make a mess out of things. Not in there. Alright, so those are those caps. Okay, so they gave me... Oh, never mind. They gave me 5 of these and 5 of these. Okay, I was looking in the wrong thing. I thought they gave me... Never mind. I'm an idiot. Okay. This goes in this one here. And I'm going to write on these that these are for the Newton, so I don't get confused later on. Oh, Mike is streaming at 3. Excellent. Yeah, no, I'll be... I'm not doing anything. Newton. Original MessagePad. Organizing capacitors. Now this is for the PowerBook Blue SCSI. I ordered extra of those little baby tiny capacitors because one flew off my desk, and knowing my luck, I'll need one. This is also the Newton original MessagePad. Excelente! So we could shove these in our little thingamajig for our caps and be all happy with that. 3 more hours to go. Oh, no, thank you. Yes, Woz did a lot of silly things. You can read all about it in his autobiography. Or biography. I don't know. Whatever it is. Whatever he did. Okay, so, yeah, I don't know if there's much left to do. I'm just hanging. I have to clear off this stupid desk because I gotta fix stuff for somebody and film things a bit. It'll be on someone else's YouTube channel. But yeah, that's a piece of plastic. That's the power for the Newton. There we go. And yeah, is there anything else that I have to do here? I don't know. How you folks doing? I'm hungry. I should go get lunch before I start fixing other stuff. How about that? That's a good idea. Lunch is delicious. I like lunch. Alright, and I will have to make some sort of recapping guide out of that. And all the screws and stuff. But yeah. So how's everyone doing? We still got 45 people watching here. The background's still a horrible mess, but we'll get to that. I might put this camera over there, so then you'd sort of see like that view, and I'd be like, hi, because that's maybe more interesting. You could see all the G5s I brought out and didn't put them back in the shelf because PowerPC Challenge got in the way. And then there's that Mac Effects box, which we'll be looking at very soon because I am a terrible person for not looking at that sooner. Yeah. But, so what time is it? 1:30 in the PM. Oh boy. And that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna show you guys the lights. I could turn the lights on like that. It's not as impressive when you can't see them. I could turn them off. But anyway, then we don't get to see the action figure. I'll move things around. Don't worry. This guy. This guy. This is Lando Calrissian in his Skiff Guard outfit. He was in my early videos on my other YouTube channel. He's sort of a good luck charm. I just hang him around here. Should put him near the pegboard, but Lando. Love Lando. Put you over there. We used to have the whole set of all the Star Wars characters. I have no idea where the hell they went, but just working on your website. That's good. Working on websites is fun. Marchintosh is coming up. March is next month. So if you did not participate in Marchintosh last year, you got to participate this year. Marchintosh.com will be updated shortly with all the information. I guess we could image this CD before we go and take a look at what's on here. Huh? Lando system. Not a system, he's a man. Gambler, smuggler. You'd like him. So this goes pretty much along the same line of thought of the Laserdisc set I just recently picked up and teased about on Twitter, which I'll be doing a video about sometime. This is a training set, technical training, self-paced, September 9th, 1989 for Apple LAN literacy. It's a CD-ROM. And there's a little booklet that's actually quite filled with stuff. But I should archive this, huh? And I need a machine with the CD-ROM drive. I guess I could start up the clone over there. No worries, Joe. Take care. Yeah, let's archive the disc and then we'll skedaddle. How about that? Make sure my pants are zippered up. Of course they are. I'm not that silly. Not today, at least. You can still see me behind all the crap. And this is all the crap I moved to move that desk, so I have to sort this out. But so our clone friend is starting up. We do need to restate our Mac Mini into. Whoops! Sorry, I dropped you there, folks. Always a bad thing when I drop you guys. I'm sorry. Did that hurt? I really hope it didn't. Close enough. There's a Mac Mini around here. There it is. No, wait, that's the leopard one. Hey. Here's the tiger one. I need this plugged in so I can copy things over the network. Where can I put this? I didn't think about this. I guess I'll just shove it on this shelf over here because I don't really need to do anything to it. I just have to access it remotely. So we'll just put it like that and get an Ethernet cable, which, hey, there's already one over here. Excellent. Sorry, Christian. And we had a power brick, but I think I put it back over here, which RetroTechie educated me on. I had them mixed up. I thought the Intel ones were a certain one, and they weren't. Thought the Intel ones were 85 watts, but I forgot. The Intel ones actually take up more power. They're the 110 watts, and the G4 ones are 85. I thought it would be the opposite, but turns out I was wrong. Alright, so let's plug in the Mac Mini to power. And then let's see if this wire will reach to the power strip. I know this is very exciting. It will not. That's the network switch. I can't unplug that. Oh, I can unplug this, the air blower thingamajig. We'll just plug the Mini directly into there for now. Turn that on. Bong! No, it's actually a G4, 1.42 gigahertz G4 model, I believe. So I'm going to go and plug this CD-ROM into that clone and probably just have to move some things around in the process. Be right back. Let's hope it reads the disk. It does! Let's see how big the disk is. 9 whole megabytes. Alright, so this shouldn't take too long to make a copy of. Alright, it is reading the disk. We're making a disk image of it. Alright, disk image is done. Now we're going to connect to our Apple Talk network, to our Mac Mini. If I could reach the keyboard. Alright. I know this is all very exciting. And now we're going to copy our disk image. Wherever it went. Where did it go? There it is. All right. And that's how long it takes to back up some of these smaller images. These smaller disks, I guess. And we'll just shut this down. Well, yeah, we'll put it to sleep. Might need to wake it up sometime later. We were backing up a CD. That's what we were doing. No, not local talk. We got Ethernet in there, baby. Excuse me. All right, so let's see if we could show you something cool here. So I am going to try and open up the Mac Mini here and see if we got anything good that we can look at on the screen. All right. I just tried to eject a CD and it was just shoving right back in there. Hello and Eep! Don't copy that CD. Too late. Already did. Alright, so I'm going to share this screen in a second. We're just going to have to click a few things here. And there's the window capture. Where's the screen sharing thingamajig? There it is. We have to view that there so you can see it. And you can still see me. Hi. Okay, so let's go to our backups folder here. And this is Apple, what is it called? Apple Training. We'll rename that in a second. Where did I put the CD? There it is. This is 1000 LAN literacy. All right. Alright, so it is a HyperCard stack. We also have, it looks like a copy for floppies. Excellent. So here's the LAN Literacy HyperCard stack course, it looks like. And then we have the course info. It's pretty neat. You need the CD-ROM. Can be copied to and run from a hard disk. Requires system 602 or later. Minimum of 1 megabyte of RAM. And let's tell you how to make the floppies from it. It's pretty cool. Student Services is a special suite of software that you can access by clicking the Student Services icon. Alright, so I don't think I have HyperCard on... Oh, well, the application's right here. We'll just open up through Classic and hope it works. But see, it's just that easy to back up and archive these old discs, because I've never heard of this one before, and I've never seen this one before. And now it's backed up. I could put it on Macintosh Garden. I could probably even scan in this little book that it comes with. This little guy here. Just telling you how to copy your student diskette and about the disk and how to copy the course to floppies and all that stuff. Scored some Mac machines for $50. Yay! Alright, so HyperCard is open. Let's try and... What's home? Let's open that. Oh, is screen sharing going to bug out because yeah, screen sharing does this. It bugs out when you're in Classic sometimes and just like lags. Lags like crazy. Let's open a new stack. Let's try and make this window bigger so you guys can probably see. Yes, we did, Garth. It doesn't like the card. The card is in terrible shape. But it does work, which is great. Here, you don't need to see me. Open. That's pretty neat. Do you have your current student scrapbook? No. Please enter your name. Okay. Steve. It's going to yell at me because it can't write. Welcome to the LAN literacy course. Ether Talk, Local Talk, and Token Talk. Alright, so let's just put that on the desktop. Okay. Something tells me this is going to run very slowly. Alright, let's start this course. Let's learn. We suggest you take the guided tour before you begin. No thanks. Communicating in today's world. Lesson 1, Networking and Communications. Oops. I clicked on the wrong thing. Now I'm lost. ICEP. Okay. Identify individual and workgroup communications needs that may be fulfilled by a network solution. Okay. Next. Select the need. Each of the accountants who works with a particular client has access to the client's current financial statement as well as the client's complete financial history. Click the network need addressed. Sharing information? That's right. The network allows accountants to share important information about their clients. Both of these accountants who works with a particular client has access to the client's current financial statement as well as... Oh, wait. No, we did that already. Has all Macintosh computers on the network, but because some of their clients have MS-DOS computers, they put an MS-DOS computer on the network as well. Integrate with MS-DOS, etc. That's right. That's a pretty neat little HyperCard stack. Electronic mail improves communications. Mainframes. Sure, that's it. And I'm sorry, this course is pretty darn easy. If somebody paid for this, that's a bit sad. All right, so we practiced. Yeah, so that's pretty neat. At least we know this works. We could go back to the index of this thing and see what else there is. But this will be preserved. That'll be all nice and awesome for people who want to play with it. Yeah, so let's quit out a HyperCard here. And there we go. So that was fun. I will be uploading the archive of that and everything so people could play around and learn about networking if you really want to. So there you go. Nothing like an internal Apple HyperCard stack, huh? So this CD was on eBay. It was like $20 or something like that. But again, your super chats, your patronage, your support of this channel goes directly to stuff like this. And I'm the archiver person, so I archive these. It would make no sense for this to sit on my shelf and collect dust without sharing it to anybody else. So there we go. And this CD has a copyright date of 1989, version 1.0. So this is quite an old disc. Probably one of the oldest CDs I have in my collection. Oh, look, I'm in the reflection. But yeah. But I guess that's about it right now. We're dropping a few viewers. I've been going for about 3 hours. That's probably a good place to end it. I do have other things I have to do today. I have to eat lunch, and then I have to work on another Newton for somebody. So yeah, that's about it. But I think someone is streaming soon. One of our Mac84 compatriots is going to stream or something like that. I don't know. I saw the chat going by as I was doing things. Ooh, looks like Dana got some goodies. Well, I'm excited. But yeah, that's about it. Your video has hiccups. Okay. But thank you very much for watching today. Hope you had a good day or good morning, good afternoon, wherever it is where you are. And yeah, thank you for the support. We hit 9,000 subscribers. Yay! We'll have to print out a banner. I just don't have the image writer set up yet, so we'll have to do that. And we'll make a little event out of that. Mike is streaming in an hour. Okay, great. So Mike of Mike's Mac Shack is streaming. If you have not had your streaming fill for today, go check out his channel. Go subscribe to that, and you'll watch his. I think he's doing his. Is he doing another video game one? Might be Mike's H&R Arcade. Well, Jay put the link in the chat, so you can just click on that. But that's about it. So thank you very much for watching. Thanks for all the support, all the super chats, 9,000 eeps. That's right, Justin. And I guess I'll catch you next time. And hopefully we'll have some other content coming out real soon. But that's about it for now. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye. I have to hit the end stream button before I do that. Hold on. Bye.